Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. Boy, have we got a fun EP live for you today. We are diving in to Fallout 76, and I can't wait to do that with you. This rundown is going out to Tyler Fisher, who says Vic has loved games since Nintendo released their first game in 1889. I have always loved video games. And we've also got a brand new member, Bo. Great to see you. Thank you for your support. And rest in peace, SpongeBob SquarePants creator Steven Hillenburg, who died at age 57 from ALS, which is terribly tragic. And boy, what a legacy he has left. Everybody knows SpongeBob SquarePants. And just an amazing person to bring that into the world. He will be missed, and our condolences to all of Steven's friends and families. But let's get started with some good news with the rundown. The Battle Royale phenomenon Fortnite has just hit another impressive milestone. Epic Games has announced that Fortnite now has more than 200 million registered players. That's up 60% from the 125 million they had the last time they announced numbers in June, and 5 times as many as they had back in January of this year. This spike in players is likely the result of the game being released on new platforms like the Nintendo Switch and mobile devices. Epic hasn't revealed just how many of their 200 million registered players are actually active in the game, although back in August they said they had just under 80 million active players. No matter how you look at it, this just goes to show how big Fortnite has become, and with new updates planned well into the future, Epic hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. Yeah, this is a deserved success, I think. Fortnite is a phenomenal game. It's super fun, and you can play in a bunch of different directions. You know, you can just make it a shooter, you can make it a crafter, you can blend the two, and all of the customization options in there just make all the characters and all their dance moves, and it's just it's such a treat to dive into Fortnite. Yes, it's not as tactical and sort of authentic feeling as maybe something like PUBG or Call of Duty or whatever, some of these sort of more military-themed shooters out there. It's an irrefutable attraction for people, though. When people see that and they see the fun that people are playing Fortnite, and it's usually, probably starting from younger players who are introducing it to their parents or their older siblings or whatever, or vice versa. I think it's just one of these addictive kind of auras, like you see people playing it, have a big smile on their face, and you get sucked in too. It's hard to refute it, as much as I'm not a huge fan of the idea of free-to-play and sort of looping you in and, persistent games that don't have endings and you're just sort of caught in that world forever and there's all these loops to keep you there. Fortnite is just solid. It's a great game, and my hat's off to everybody involved on developing this at Epic because, they're good people, and they built something really fun, and I'm just really happy for them. All right, another Lego movie is on the way to theaters, and you know what that means? Another Lego game is being assembled. Warner Brothers and TT Games have announced the Lego Movie 2 video game, a new game based on the upcoming film, The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Like the film, it will see the familiar heroes Emmett, Lucy, Batman, and others struggle to save the Lego world from alien invaders, and players can expect to recreate loads of different Lego toy sets. The game will land on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC next year around the same time as the film hits theaters in February. When I read the synopsis for the Lego Movie 2, that's what was so genius about the first movie, it just felt like it was a pitch from kids. And they just sort of assembled all of the characters that they had on the table, and they built a story out of that, and they got the green light. And it was so funny and so charming and way better than people sort of expected it to be. Sure, there's crash commercialism in there, and it is definitely a commercial for getting into the Lego universe, 100%. And there's like so much meta in the fact that this video game is based on it's just like, it's crazy. It's like a licensing heaven. But the first Lego movie was great. The first Lego movie video game was a lot of fun. And my fingers are crossed that this becomes a nice 2019 present to me as a movie watcher and as a game player and as a big fan of the Lego video games. I do have to wonder, and I definitely have concerns as, how much gas TT Games has in the tank to, come out with these titles as often as they do. But more often than not, they hit nice triples, if not home runs, with their games. Like they're pretty damn solid with the way that they sort of reconceive a lot of their core design principles with the way that they build these things. Yes, there's familiarity. Yes, there are routines that we've seen over and over again, but usually they make you smile in some pretty significant ways. The makers of World of Tanks, World of Warships, and World of Warplanes might be taking players to outer space. European publishing giant Wargaming has bought UK-based game developer Edgecase Games, creator of the online PvP game Fractured Space. The staff at Edgecase Games will join the team at Wargaming's existing studio in Guildford, which they just opened earlier this year with the goal of creating a new MMO project. This doesn't just give Wargaming ownership of Fractured Space. The fact that they've bought the makers of an outer space game indicates that the new project could take place in outer space as well, although we'll have to wait and see. They've conquered land, sea, and air, so where do they go from here, right? It makes sense that they want to have they can't call it world, I guess the galaxy of spaceships or something. I don't know. What are they going to call it? But that seems cool. I keep waiting for a very accessible, massively multiplayer, easy to jump into, across many different screens, space shooter type of experience. And I want it to be X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and I don't know what the hell is happening with Lucasfilm and Disney and whoever could help build that thing, but that's just like, here is a ton of money to be made, and they're not making it. I don't understand. Why don't they have an X-Wing versus TIE Fighter experience out there? But it sounds like the world of fighting experience, the Wargaming people are sort of looking at that as an opportunity. All right, now speaking of outer space, new discoveries about Earth's closest neighbor are in sight. NASA has successfully landed their new robotic lander InSight on the surface of Mars. The craft launched from Earth earlier this year, and when it touched down on Mars, it used a complicated and risky rocket-powered descent method similar to the Curiosity rover back in 2012. Unlike Curiosity, however, InSight is a stationary lander designed to stay in one spot and drill into the Martian surface, taking readings that will measure the planet's seismic activity, something that we need to know if we ever want to send humans there. InSight is expected to stay in service for at least 2 years, and you know what, man? I saw all of the Jet Propulsion Lab celebrations. I was playing something, and I had my phone on Facebook Live just right at the time that the rover touched down, so I watched it all live, and to see the elation in the JPL faces was just, it was fantastic. It just made you feel that joy, that sense of accomplishment. And that's one of the major things about space exploration. Not only do we need to kind of understand more of the galaxy for our future needs, especially as we deplete resources on Earth and, look to the stars for answers for how to sustain ourselves or potentially, find new homes for humanity or new ways to, extract precious minerals that will lead to technologies that we haven't even dreamed of yet. There's a million reasons, but one of the major reasons why space exploration is so important and why we need to keep investing in it and supporting it and believing in it is that human dream, that ability to look skyward and that ability to kind of have goals and set these crazy kinds of Don Quixote-like expectations for ourselves, what humans are capable of. And you can see it in the faces of these scientists and engineers that it's incredibly important for us to keep investing in that direction. Amazing, and we will always need stories like that. And this is another one. Mars is very far away, so congrats NASA, congrats JPL. All right, Bungie is shaking up how they're adding new content to Destiny 2. The new expansion Black Armory goes live today, and it is the first of several smaller updates that Bungie plans to release between now and summer 2019 as part of the game's new annual pass. This part gets a little confusing. Rather than release bigger expansions like they've been doing up to this point, Bungie plans to release smaller updates like Black Armory on a more regular basis, and players will be able to get all of it by purchasing the new annual pass. It costs $47 in Canada on its own and is also included as part of the Legendary Edition for the recent Forsaken version of the game, which was released in September. Keep in mind that just buying the annual pass on its own will not give you access to the existing post-launch content. The Destiny story is a confusing one. It's a hard one for me, as someone that reports on this industry, to convey. And I don't know what has happened here, but, you know, the idea of this persistent universe that Destiny is going to bring people in and they're going to stay and play forever and ever. There's been so many tiered ways that they have sold pieces of this content to people. I can't keep up with it. I don't even know. Like, I get the expansions and I play through some of them and I have a good time with it, but it feels to me like Activision and Bungie are trying to, like, just keep people in Destiny, but they don't know how to monetize it. And honestly, I don't know how you feel about this, but I am really getting sick and tired of trying to figure out the economies and the way the monetization works in every single game that comes out these days. It's just not a healthy way to present your, you know, package to a consumer out there. You know, certainly if you've got nothing but time and all you do is love Bungie shooters and this is the holy grail, like, oh my God, I get to stay in here forever, that's great. But I just wish that Bungie and everybody else that's sort of trying to figure out how to, you know, work the best monetization scheme would make it simpler and easier and more fair for the consumer as well. Like, it feels like every time there's an announcement from Bungie or Activision about Destiny stuff, it makes some people happy and some people miserable, and some people get really angry. And there's got to be a better way. You know, there really does. I can't tell you if this is a fair deal or not. I don't know. It's confusing as hell. Anyways, that's going to do it for our rundown. If you enjoyed the content, please do us a favor and share the clipped out segment, because we always clip this out of our EP Live pieces as a separate news chunk called The Rundown. Please share it with the hashtag PlayForever, and thank you very much for watching that. Right now, we are going to turn our attention to this day in everything cool. Welcome to This Day and Everything Cool for November 27th. On this day in 1988, Sega did a beastly job of altering one of their biggest games. The side-scrolling beat-em-up Altered Beast was released on the Sega Genesis, or Mega Drive in Japan. The game actually debuted in arcades a few months earlier, where it was a modest success. 1 or 2 players could take control of centurions in ancient Greece and then punch and kick their way through hordes of enemies with the ability to collect power-ups that turn you into a werewolf or Altered Beast. Sega hoped that porting the arcade version to the Genesis with almost no drop in quality would show off the power of the new system, which had only been released a month earlier. Unfortunately, the Genesis version wasn't very well received. Although it certainly looked and sounded like the arcade version, many felt that the controls just weren't as responsive. The gameplay also suffered with too much repetition in the moves and enemy variety, which is fine for short bursts in an arcade, but becomes more apparent when you play for longer stretches at home. Despite poor reviews, the Genesis version sold well in Japan, and Sega even bundled it as a pack-in game with the Genesis when the console launched in North America a year later. Altered Beast wasn't Sega's last attempt at a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Many of the developers behind the game went on to create a spiritual successor, Golden Axe, which was released in 1989. This time around, they created a lot more variety with more characters, power-ups, and abilities, and the game was a much bigger success. Oh, Altered Beasts, you broke my heart back in the day. I had it on the Sega Genesis, and you were not as cool as I wanted you to be, but man, you could transform into a monster. That was kind of crazy. JJ Harlequin Media, thank you so much for becoming an EPN member by pressing that join button. Thank you. That's very kind of you. We will promise to deliver you the most fun content that we can create. Listen, I want to say, first of all, thank you to Blade Blur and Paul Adamson and Sean Wax and Bradley Greet and Sam I Am 111, Sean Wax. The whole bunch of you guys are in here right now. Thank you so much. Audrion Leon, Kristen McLean. It's great to have you here, and lots of people commenting on my discussion points around Destiny, and yeah, and Tyler Fisher. Hello, how are you? It's definitely a game that creates a lot of emotion, that Destiny franchise, doesn't it? But something very cool has also happened. Blake just sent me a text about it, and we thought we'd have a little spiel about this. This is Netflix entering the game market, you know, dipping its toe in. With a very interesting first title, which is one of the Telltale games. It's the Minecraft story mission, or what is it? Story mode, yes. And so you can play a Telltale game right now, and Blake was doing this as I was chatting there, on your phone. If you've got the Netflix app on your phone, you can start to play the Minecraft story mode video game from Telltale Games, rest in peace, right now. So Netflix has entered the gaming industry. You can play video games on Netflix. This was something that Blake and I, and I'm sure several other people around the internet, have been talking about for a long time. It's like, why isn't Netflix just becoming one of these streaming purveyors of video game entertainment? Well, now they are. And I don't think that this is going to be the only thing that they do. I think they're testing the waters to see what kind of traction they gain from people playing these games. But I think we're going to start to see a lot more stuff on there. And Blake said within 5 years, we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on our phones because of technology like this. And I think it's going to be sooner than that. Honestly, I think that we are entering this streaming video game thing full force. 5G is going to change a lot of that. I think the idea of being landlocked to any screen is going to become kind of crazy. I think we're going to be doing all kinds of just insane things like having augmented reality glasses that anyways, lots to predict there, but I think we're going to have access to this content in a myriad of different ways, and I think Netflix is going to become a big player there. They're not going to just let Google or Microsoft or Amazon or any of these other huge internet companies come in or Disney and say, well, you can stream our game content off of here, or the DC app. Netflix has got a lot of market share to potentially get chipped away at. And if they don't deliver content in a lot of different ways, that's exactly what's going to happen, because all kinds of other streaming partners and streaming platforms are going to be out there, and they're going to say you can play games, you can watch TV shows and movies, you can read comic books. And so, yeah, very interesting days. But Netflix is officially a part of the video game industry as of now. Crazy, right? All right, I want to talk to you about a game that I've been playing. I streamed a little bit yesterday on Let's Play and Chat. It's out today. It's called Darksiders 3. It's from THQ Nordic, which is a new rebrand of THQ. THQ obviously had some really cool franchises. Rest in peace, THQ. Before they went bankrupt and disappeared, ate it. And they left behind a lot of loose threads out there. THQ, or the Nordic company, or however it was all formed, brought in a lot of the THQ opportunities, and one of them was Darksiders, and I was ecstatic to hear that Darksiders 3 was in development. And I was playing it a little bit before we streamed. I actually started a brand new, save point to stream it, because I didn't want to reveal where I was in the story on the game that I was playing at home, and I was a little bit further. I got to about 3 hours, and then I started to play it last night, and I got to 4 hours before something terrible happened. For some reason, I had transformed my character, who is Fury, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It was, I think it was War in the first one, Death in the second one, and Fury in the third one. And is it Strife is the 4th horseman? I'm not sure. But if there is another Darksiders, and that is a giant if at this point, it would be cool to kind of follow up and sort of tie it all together, because I've dug these games. And I have to be honest, I've been really enjoying this game. It's got lots of issues, lots of problems. I teased one of them yesterday. The checkpoints are ridiculous. It's very much trying to sort of crib from ideas that were presented in the Dark Souls games, where the challenge is high and the lengths that you have to go to get to the next checkpoint are far, and you have to be kick-ass all the way. But coupled with these really terrible placements on checkpoints, especially if you're just trying to kind of enjoy the story and get into the mood and you feel kick-ass, is this sort of extra element of frustration. You can carry a bunch of healing powers with you. You have this sort of, I think it's called the Nephilim stone or something like that allows you to give you a bunch of health power up. Just as you're sort of losing all of your life, you can press up on the D-pad and it will give you some health, which is great. You can also pick up health shards, smaller ones, bigger ones, whatever. You pick up a lot of stuff along the way. If you're diligent, you can also acquire them from Vulgrim, and which will give you some extra health boost as you go. But the seconds of animation that it takes for Fury to kind of lift up the stone and be imbued with all that powerful health pickup always mean that you die. because you get surrounded by all kinds of enemies, or you're fighting a giant sort of mini boss with a massive sword or something. And so in the moment of like trying to utilize that health, wah, you are dead. And you're just screaming in frustration because not only are you dead too soon and you're loaded down with all kinds of ways to heal yourself, just didn't activate fast enough, which is BS. But you got to go back to that checkpoint and you got to fight your way all the way back. And you can run past all the bad guys, but then you're losing all those, bonus souls. Now, one of the cool things is that just like in Dark Souls, you can get back to your soul cache and grab it all again, and then go back to Vulgrim and spend it and level up and do all those cool things that way. So, I was very frustrated with that, and I was in sort of the balanced mode of difficulty, and I got to a boss point, and I was like, okay, all right, I think I got this. I got to put some Havoc Stone power up in me. You can go into Havoc mode and become this big giant demon thing. I showed it off in my stream a little bit yesterday, but it just gives you immense power, and your chains are flying all over the place, and you just feel like a total badass. It's super fun. And the animation's cool. It definitely looks dated. All of the environments and the look of Fury, everything looks a little bit dated. But I got to this boss, and I for whatever reason, couldn't activate health or my Havoc mode or whatever. Quick enough. I had all the stuff, but the animation BS in the game just didn't activate quick enough. I'm like, oh, damn it. And so I died, and I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to change this to the easier difficulty mode because this is getting frustrating, all of this backtracking and having to see all this stuff over and over again. Let's make it a little bit easier to feel like a badass. So I switched it down to a lower difficulty setting. And somehow, while I did that, the stupid game pushed me back to my pre-augmented form. And that augmented form allowed me to jump a little bit higher. It gave me this kind of fiery effect so I could run through fire pools, but it also allowed me to do a double jump and then a super big fire boost to get up to different levels. So I lost that. I went back to my starting original form, and I couldn't get it back. And I rebooted and reloaded and downloaded the game again. And my save point got me to a place where I could not make a jump because I wasn't in that form. The game had changed me back to my original form. And so I lost, 4 hours plus of progress. And I was like, okay, F you, game, that's it. I'm moving on. I got too many other things I got to talk about and jump into, like Fallout 76, for instance. But I still like the game. I still dig it. And I was really on the fence. I'm like, am I going to go back in and start to play this a little bit more? Because it's obviously broken and it will be patched because that's BS. And I just decided this morning, yep, I'm going to do it. And so I started from the easier difficulty mode, so I'm a little bit more of a badass. Got a little bit farther than I did. But the other new thing that has come up is that you really get lost in this game, and that was a design choice on the title. There's no map, so you just have this little beacon, this little icon on the top of the screen that sort of points you where you're supposed to go, and you're trying to take out the 7 deadly sins. That's the whole conceit of this title, and they're the boss fights. And then you get new power-ups and stuff. It's like a fusion of the Zelda mechanics and a little bit of the Metroidvania kind of vibe where you get new stuff that allows you to get access to things that you can see but you can't get to. And it's really, it sinks your hooks, it sinks its hooks into you, because these are game choices and game designs that have worked. And even though it's a dumbed-down version of Dark Souls, even, the combat makes you feel like a badass. And you do get a lot of fights with some pretty cool demon creatures. All of it sort of works, it works for me. I like getting lost in these labyrinths and trying to figure out, the puzzles. And you have these sequences where you have to take a bug and put it near a pile of fiery goo, and it eats the goo, and then it becomes a bomb bug, and then you throw the bomb bug at spider webs, and then they all disappear, or they stay on fire, and they activate some kind of heat charm that opens up a giant door. These kinds of things. And I was grooving on it. I was totally getting hooked on it. And so I'm going to keep playing it. I'm not quite ready to score it, but I can tell you that there's problems with it. I saw 2 patches go down yesterday. It's out today, right? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, so it's out today. So pre-launch release or day 1 patches, there was a 1.02 patch, and then there was quickly after that there was a 1.03 patch. So I think the developers are furiously trying to fix things and complete things. Unfortunately, rest in peace to my original save game. I was really pissed off. That's the only time that's happened in 2018. And honestly, I've completed a lot of games this year, and I've reviewed tons. I can't think of any game-breaking thing like that over the last few years of reviewing games. So this was the first time where I said, I'm totally screwed, and I had to start over again. But I'm still having a good time. And I keep finding little secrets, and I kind of dig this, retro aesthetic of not holding my hand and pointing me exactly where I got to go. And it's not like the world is super vast and open. It's like we have these little, narrow corridor type sequences, and then we have these open area type places where we get into bigger fights. And then there are boss battles and statues to activate and stuff. But I dig it. I dig the retroness of it. I dig the connections to the previous Darksiders games. I'm hoping for good things with this title. I'm going to stick with it. And if I get another game-breaking thing, though, that's it. I'm out. But I can't really give you a score yet. But I am liking it, warts and all. And I think if you're a fan of Darksiders, you should definitely check this out. Watch some vids. Pay attention to it. I feel like it's a little too soon for me to score it, though. I have to get a little bit farther and see how it feels. But I will definitely parachute out if there's any other kind of weird, crashy, game-breaky things that make me lose my progress again. Definitely comes with frustrations, but definitely comes with a lot of fun, too. So Darksiders 3, stay tuned. I'll give you my full thoughts on the game ASAP. But right now it's time to take a look at a buried treasure. So I've been on a Super Nintendo kick ever since I picked up the Analog Super NT, and one of the games that's included with the Analog Super NT, which is Super Turrican Director's Cut and Super Turrican 2 embedded within the OS of the hardware, so you can go and play those games right away. Now, I have a confession to make. I never played Super Turrican on the Super Nintendo in 1993 when it was first released by Factor 5, and I have been having a total blast playing this game. Now, this is the Director's Cut. I love it. It's like a fast-paced fusion of Mega Man and Metroid. You have all kinds of great power-ups and weapons. It's an out-and-out shooter. You are just blasting the hell out of things. Some of the weapons bounce everywhere. Some of them are just super rapid fire, just carnage. Some of them are spread weapons. There's an electric whip in there. Lots of crazy enemy variations in there. Lots of little secret areas that you can blast it through walls, and then you can find all kinds of stuff. It's just like a rush of color and light and fury coming at you when you're sitting there playing with the Super Nintendo controller. It's incredibly addictive. It's also very challenging, but God, it's so damn fun. What a great extra addition to the Analog Super NT. But you know what? You can still find this cartridge out there, and I highly recommend, if you have a working Super Nintendo or some way to play this game, get out there and give this one a shot. It's absolutely a buried treasure. Yeah, I'm loving playing these Super Nintendo games and Genesis games. It's interesting. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the end of the year. Like I've just been flooded with all kinds of content, and it's just fun to kind of take a look in the rear view. But the classic stuff still holds up, man. That Super Turrican's very cool. All right, you guys. I watched a Netflix show. Speaking of Netflix getting into the game industry, I watched a series that I've been tracking for a little while for a very cool reason. Here's my review of Bodyguard.
I'm assigning you to the Home Secretary to move up.
Stay down! It's okay.
The 6 episodes of the first season of Bodyguard fly by on Netflix. It's a very easy binge for anybody out there. Richard Madden stars as David Budd, who is an Afghan war veteran who joins the Metropolitan Police in London, and he's assigned to protect a right-wing politician. And then things get very tricky and slippery, and there's all kinds of intrigue. There are terrorist attacks, and David Budd is sort of caught right in the middle of a lot of these different things happening around him. I'm trying not to spoil anything here. But what we see is David Budd, who's kind of conflicted because he comes from Afghanistan and he's got PTSD symptoms. The very beginning of the show, he actually foils a terrorist attempt, and he does it with a great deal of humanity and understanding and just an awareness of the fragility of life. And it's a really remarkable sequence. It really draws you in right away. But we see this conflicted police officer who is bound by his duty, but also has the ripples and the repercussions of the conflict that he saw, and the wrong-headedness of some of that conflict kind of slammed into his brain. So he's kind of cracking, and he's having relationships with people that he shouldn't be having relationships with, and he's getting intertwined in this giant conspiracy that's sort of much bigger than anybody can kind of, including the audience, can understand at the onset of this very special series.
Very good, Mum.
The action does ratchet up quite a bit, and it does get a little into Kiefer Sutherland 24 territory, but I still was caught up in it. I really enjoyed all of the performances. It's certainly diving headfirst into a lot of our concerns, or our security concerns out there, and London has been hard hit by lots of terrorist attacks over the last several years, so it's sort of swept up into all of that fear and trepidation, but it's done in a smart way, in an intelligent way, and I liked all of the actors, all the performers. There's a couple of hammy, cops in here that are delivering lines which feel a little artificial, but for the most part, there's a human, empathetic kind of quality to every single role. Such fine actors over there in the UK.
Did you mean what you said?
If you can't tell, I really enjoyed my time with Bodyguard. I thought it was really cool. I watched it mostly because Richard Madden is being pointed at as a likely candidate for the next James Bond after Daniel Craig retires from the role, and I was curious because I liked Richard Madden in Game of Thrones. He played Robb Stark, but I didn't know for sure if this guy would have the gravitas and the weight and the menace that James Bond kind of needs. But I gotta tell you, after watching this season of Bodyguard, and I know that there is more coming, it's a huge hit with the BBC and Netflix involved, I really believe in this guy. This guy is a terrific actor.
I'll do what's required.
He's got to deal with some really heavy stuff. He's got suicidal thoughts and got to reach into some real darkness here. And he's also got to be sort of upfront with the action and be upfront with being somebody that can protect another human being. And we kind of understand the significance and the importance of this role and the selflessness of this role, and sort of taking all of the stuff that's inside of David Budd. We see Richard Madden deal with this, all of these frailties and these doubts and these suspicions and this anger that's bottled up inside of him. He has to compartmentalize that, and he has to put it aside so he can do his job. It's like this vase is starting to crack, it's just you see little fine lines, or a windshield or something. You see you can see all the cracks in David Budd as he's just like his whole world is imploding all around him.
On police!
I really enjoyed Bodyguard. I think it's absolutely worth your time, and Richard Madden is absolutely one to watch. I think he's going to be our next James Bond. I'm going to give Bodyguard an 8.5 out of 10. Super cool show. I don't know if there needs to be a season 2 with that show. Sometimes these things are just great as little collected episodes like that. Boof, it's like a long movie or something, but definitely a fan of all the actors in Bodyguard. Looking forward to seeing what they do there. Okay, you guys, I have loaded up Fallout 76 for the first time. We're going to be playing on the Xbox One S, and Blake Siefkin is going to come over here and join us, and we are going to talk about and play Fallout 76. My first time booting this thing at all. I've not seen anything on this game. And hopefully we have some fun, and hopefully the bugs that we encounter are in-game bugs, not because of the game bugs. All right. Giant mutated bugs, yes. All right, let's give it a shot.
Are you hearing music?
Yeah, there's a little bit of music, so I'm going to skip this. Sorry to Bethesda for skipping your work there.
Let me know when the music stops, I'll turn the volume.
Okay, so we're waking up in the vault, and let me know what this looks like and sounds like to you guys. Blake will be here to monitor everything.
Is there music yet?
Nope, past it.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume back.
Okay, so I'm just going to be this guy. And of course we're going to call him Batwing, because I could spend forever in the character editor, but I think you guys want to see the game more than my skills at making a person. Okay. Boom.
This is always the most riveting part of the game, though.
Level 1. Here we go. Oh, this is the ID card. That's cool.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Let's see. Hello, Blake. Today, we had the microphone plugged in before we started that. That's pretty good, right?
Well, it's not like we forgot yesterday. It's because we
busy.
couldn't yesterday because we didn't have a pre-cut thing.
Oh, yes, right, yeah. Because we were waiting for the... I hope you guys all watched the Spider-Man interview. I had so much fun with that. You know what? I think we're gonna.
I have a question, Vic.
Yeah.
I was kind of looking this up this morning because and a few people
What
in the chat
happened?
are asking this.
Yeah.
Apropos of our buried treasure of Super Turrican. Like, what's the deal with Factor 5? Do they still exist?
No, they're gone.
But like, because they still are an entity, though. Like, I think, I'm not sure. I kind of looked it up briefly, but I think they might just be like a holding company.
Oh, maybe.
Like, kind of like Radical. Like, you know how and same with LucasArts, like, they still technically exist, but not, there's no like actual office with people working.
Okay.
They're just like a holding company that probably has like a post office box somewhere.
Could be.
I think that's the deal with Factor 5.
I don't know. I mean, Julian Eckerbrecht was the main guy there. I don't know what happened with him. Okay, so I'm invited. Where are we invited here? Happy Reclamation Day. Today is the day, everyone. America's waiting for us. Let's get out of here. Okay. Play a holotape. Why not?
So if you start hearing music, just skip.
Okay. Start game. What is this? Nuka Tapper. Okay. Oh, it's Tapper.
Oh, did you update the game before you started playing, Vic?
No.
Uh-oh. You might want the latest patch, because
Well-
this game is apparently really glitchy.
Well, let's see what happens. I mean, did you download it, or what did you do?
It was already on the machine. I guess it's an online game. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to play it if it wasn't updated, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, quick game. I don't know what's
You hit
happening.
no.
Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. That's cool. You can play a Fallout version of Tapper. Turn that light off.
Paul Adamson is asking if we're going to play Red Dead Online.
Yes.
Someone earlier, I forget who, was saying that the servers are down, which of course they are. It's a big game.
I think that was Adrian.
Yeah.
Everything looks so shiny.
Tyler Fisher says, comment, Victor, you were name dropped by Jeff Keighley in the latest Game Informer. He mentioned you directly.
Oh, cool.
It's saying how you offered him on-camera work. Good read, go find it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Jeff's a good guy. I've only met him a couple times, but he always seems really nice.
Yep. Super cool, dude. Okay, come on.
Got your Pip-Boy.
That is awesome. Okay. Oh, man, I got to get back in Fallout mode. It's been a while.
Can I say that I was like really surprised that people were surprised that this game was glitchy and buggy?
I think you just said it.
Yeah, because like my reaction to that is, of course, it's a Bethesda game.
Right.
Every Bethesda game has like an
Well-
unforgivable amount of glitches and bugs.
Except
and,
that we have to forgive them because they're human beings and they're making worlds. They make massive
yeah,
worlds.
but it's okay if it was
This game is like they should have known what they were getting into.
sure,
This game for sure.
and it's an online game, sure, but
Yeah.
and if it was like every
oh no,
other,
I have a man bun. Come on, shit! I don't want a man bun. No, I'm gonna be mercilessly made fun of as soon as I leave the vault. Did somebody just pop up into my game? There's somebody here.
Oh, there's a person there. Oh,
I heard that it takes forever to find other people.
Well, there's someone is.
Wow. Okay.
But okay, so the thing is, like, every game has problems. This is true.
Okay.
But with Bethesda, I know I've bitched about this before.
I know you
but
have. Yes.
Every
Look,
Bethesda game has
the thing
a
I heard
lot.
about Bethesda.
It's like every time Bethesda releases a game, there's problems.
Right.
Every time. Like
Well,
you don't have that with other companies.
They make way bigger games than most other people do, and that is a fact. Okay, here we go.
I'm just still mad about what
I
happened
know.
to me with Fallout 4.
I know, bro.
I'm not gonna ever
I
forget
know.
that.
It's okay. Shh. It'll be okay. That's a total Scott Jones. He used to drive me crazy whenever I'd be ranting, and he'd be, "It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Shh. I just want to clock him. It's very effective. Did you just want to clock me when I did that? A little bit.
I don't. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't
Okay.
want to clock anyone.
Okay, that's good. All right, let's go. I'm following this guy like I know where. Oh, there's two people.
there.
What the hell? What's happened? This is an online Fallout game. That my worlds are just exploding here. I think it doesn't want me to go out without a weapon of some kind or something?
I saw
need a
like
job?
a bar over about it.
Discover the Overseer's mission. Okay, where do we go, guys? Can you hear me? No, I guess I don't have a
Probably
connect or
can't.
anything.
I think I might have turned voice chat off. I can't remember.
Okay, let's go.
You got to do something about that man bun, Vic. That's just embarrassing.
What can I do?
Like, I don't even want to sit next to you.
Should I go find a barber? First mission, find a barber. Cut man bun off.
Oh, this looks like you're getting somewhere. Can you talk to
All
the
right.
little robots?
I mean, it looks like a Fallout game. I'll say that. Let's do this. Batwing. Who's been playing this game? What do you guys think?
A couple of people, Thorazine is saying Bethesda was super lazy on this title, so he agrees with me. So I'm right.
Well, I think this should have been a 2019 game.
Yeah.
That's
or
what I think.
This should be the beta. It should be called a beta for the next 6 months. You know, that makes it more forgivable.
Oh, Las Vegas. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube notifications, man. It's bullshit.
They're selective.
We try to go live as often as we can around 1 o'clock Pacific.
The best solution, if you like, is to follow us on Twitter, the EP account on Twitter, and like have a notification whenever that account tweets.
Yes.
So, because I always tweet we're about to go live, and I put the link in.
And same with Blake and same with me. You can follow us too.
Don't follow me on Twitter.
Don't follow Blake on Twitter. Okay, he just wants to tweet to himself. So
you're gonna not like the stuff I tweet about, but I do retweet EP stuff a lot.
Okay, so you got that. Don't follow.
Oh, it's a robot.
Shit.
Look out.
Okay, the guy's
He's
shooting
only
at
level
me.
1,
Come
though.
on,
You
I'm
probably, like, kick him.
friendly. Oh, I guess I came out to the world being terrible. Okay.
That's the point of Fallout. Vic.
Right. Okay. So what do I got to do? 300 years. Okay. Let me see if I can finish Fallout 76 today.
Yeah, just beat the whole game in one sitting.
To turn on your Pip Boy light on and off. Okay. I'm just gonna follow Merkpap.
Paul Adamson is asking, does the man bun give you the power to make a mean latte?
Yes.
Well, I make a pretty good latte, and I don't have a man bun, so. Emoji. Or no, what is it? Emote.
How do I do that? Oh, here we go.
There you go. How do you Fortnite dance?
Yeah.
Go into third-person mode, and then so we can see what you're doing.
Select. How do I?
I don't know, in the PS4 it's the middle thing.
No, I don't want to do that. How do I get to? Oh, maybe it's this.
There. So now, what emotes do you have?
What is this? Okay.
Oh, and Tyler Fisher's saying that there's supposed to be people around you almost immediately.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's not. It's not No Man's Sky.
Okay.
Do that one there on the right. That arms up in the air one. Yeah, that one. That one looks funny.
Oh. Okay. What is this? It's not doing anything.
Maybe she only sees it. Maybe you don't see it yourself. That's kind of
that's
that kind of
terrible.
defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah. No. Oh my God. I wasn't a fan of the right thumb selecting thing in Red Dead
There's a
either.
robot there. Watch out.
Yeah, I know. I don't have any weapons.
Oh, you declined a team invitation, Vic. What up?
Oh, I just put a stim pack into myself. Okay. Oh, do I have any weapons?
Question: what happened to We Happy Few? Isn't that out?
Yeah,
Didn't it get like a tiered sort of?
it's out.
thing,
I
soft
played it
launch?
for a little bit. I didn't play it enough to have thoughts on it, unfortunately. Oh wait, what's in there? Was there something? Oh my God. It's like a
You gotta take stuff, Vic.
There's nothing. There's nothing to take.
Okay.
Transfer. Okay.
Yeah, they have. Oh yeah, there's nothing in there. You can put stuff in.
Do I have all this stuff? This is what I have.
That's your inventory. That's
Okay.
the Liberator's
Okay.
inventory.
All right. Yeah, we got to get back to the menu management mode. How does it look? Is it super dark? Looks super dark.
Well,
Yeah.
it's dark game.
Wait. I'll see if I can.
You gonna crank that
Yeah.
gamma?
Let's see if I can. Settings. Okay.
Colin McDonald is saying, so apparently Hugh Jackman has a huge announcement coming on the Today Show this Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Wolverine?
Wolverine in Avengers?
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be. No, it wouldn't be in this Avengers, but if Wolverine comes back, it'll be in the Marvel movies because
Display
Disney
no.
owns them now.
Game.
Unless he
No.
pops up in a cameo in one of the
I don't think.
X-Men movies that's already in production.
What can I do? There's the game. No.
Should be display? Try display?
Nope. Crosshair.
I guess they don't want you to crank the...
Controls.
It's not in game?
No.
Did you check game? It might be in game. That's where the y-axis was.
Oh, I can change appearance.
Yeah, and go to game.
No. Okay, let's get rid of that damn man bun.
Yeah, you couldn't see because it's behind you, yeah.
Yikes! Okay.
Your guy looks like Bradley Cooper. I'm getting like a Bradley. That guy's
Okay,
cool.
he's fine.
No
Let's
man
do
bun.
that.
He's got a bit of a Richard Spencer haircut going on, but
That's all right.
he's not a white. If it was a white guy, it would look weird.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I can get some mutt fruit. Oh, too late. Fell down.
No mud fruit for you.
Okay, so you guys have about half an hour. We're gonna finish Fallout 76.
We're gonna
today.
beat the whole game.
Here we go. Let's do it.
We're gonna speed run it.
Yeah. speed run.
I like
Fallout
watching
76.
because I like speed runs of older games. You can finish older games in like 15 minutes.
Yes.
But if you watch a speed run of like GTA 5,
Yeah.
it's like 7 hours long.
Okay, am I trying to get to this objective here? Is that what I'm doing?
It's got to
Oh,
be
the
that
sun's
thing, that
out.
diamond there in the middle of those.
Is that better?
Looks better, yeah.
Okay, I actually can change.
Oh, you're gonna do it in the thing?
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. How can I
I think it's fine, Vic. Just leave it.
just leave it? Okay. Okay, here we go.
It's supposed to be dark. It's atmospheric.
Right.
They don't want you to see how badly rendered their game
Oh
world is.
man, ooh, throwing punches, Blake. We just started the game. This guy's got a birthday hat
Fallout
on.
4 looked like an N64 game.
Okay, here we go.
looked like crap.
Here we go. There it is.
Great story.
The
Looked
thing
like
I
shit.
hate about Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 is an awesome story, but a horrible.
Dude, what are you doing?
horrible
That
replay.
robot is so gonna destroy you. You going at him with a
It's
stick?
only 5. No, but there's 2 of you. There's only 5. It's only level 5. You could probably gang up on it.
I don't have any weapons at all. I don't think. I have VATS.
How are they going to do the VATS when there's other people
I don't know.
around?
Yep, I
Yeah,
knew
he's
you're
dead.
dead. Goodbye.
Is he going to come after you now?
No,
though?
get out of here.
Well, take his stuff.
I'm not gonna hang out with that robot's chasing me. Look at that
Look,
guy.
he's moved away from it a bit. Let's go back and try to take the weapon he had.
Okay, I discovered something. I'm leveling up.
He probably assumed you were going to help him attack it.
Honestly, where's my item? Do I have any stick? No, I don't want that. Whoa, what the? Oh God. So much information at the very beginning of this game.
Christoph, Janai,
okay.
we haven't played Red Dead Online yet, but we're going to.
There's no weapons. I have nothing.
That's
so
fine.
I'm not gonna go fight this
I don't
guy.
have any weapons. Just don't get in a fight. Just be nice to people.
Okay, buddy.
Just
You're
talk.
dead.
Just, when you have a problem with someone, just discuss your
How
problems.
come I
with them.
can't get anything? Like, there's no... Like, he's right there. Why can't I get anything off
He
him?
probably doesn't want you to steal.
He's
shit
burning
from people.
now. He's burning. Get away. Get away. All right.
Okay, so I'm not gonna complain.
He's a level 5. I'm level 1. I'm not going to start punching him.
No, I'm not telling you. I was gonna complain about the way the game looks. But
Okay. What is this? Nothing. Okay. Oh, I like that it tells you if there's anything in these things. Wow, it's dark.
Oh, I think there might have been a weapon there.
Beer bottle.
Go over on your left again. Oh, that's a giant stick.
It's a saw.
Oh, can you use that as a weapon? That thing's pretty big.
I
It'd
don't
be
know.
like some
Oh,
monster
there's a
hunter.
rifle. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
Doesn't
go
take
shoot the
long.
robot.
Okay, what's in here? Oh, yeah, got some
Nice.
weapons. Okay. Do I want an alarm clock? No.
And you could probably trade it for.
That's all right. Wood scraps? Nah.
Oh, Jordan Cunningham has a good question.
Okay, what's up?
What do you think about the PlayStation Classic running only the PAL versions of some games? Did you hear about this?
I think the PlayStation Classic is kind of a cluster. I wish that it was, one of these things that just made so much sense for everybody.
Somebody on Twitter, I can't remember who, made a joke saying that the reason they did that is Sony couldn't find the North American versions of the games because Nintendo just shut down all those ROM sites.
Right. Oh,
That's where
it's
Sony
using
would've-
the open source.
Well, somebody's joking that's. I mean, I don't know if Sony did that, but
No, that's crazy. Okay, so how do I equip this thing? I'm not at the appropriate level to equip it yet. Okay.
that's
Well,
kind of stupid.
That's nice.
I hate that in games when they do
Come
that.
on. It's an RPG, man.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be this.
But what
I
does
wanna
that
be
mean?
First person.
what is a role-playing game? So if I'm role-playing, I can't use a
Well,
gun that I just
yeah,
picked up?
You have to contextually understand the. Oh my God.
But it's a gun.
That's a sheep. Oh,
It's a
wow.
doe. It's a rad stag doe.
Okay,
And
crazy.
it's red, so stay away from it.
Yeah.
But okay, I get it if it's like some really complicated thing that I just discovered. And it's like you need to learn how to use this thing, but it's a
Yes.
gun. Everybody knows. I've never fired a gun in my life, and I would know what to do with a gun if someone put it in front of me.
Right.
Actually, I have fired a gun in my life when I was a kid, but that's oop, I hit the mic. That doesn't count.
Okay.
The point is, I hate it in RPGs when they do that. It's unrealistic. There's no reason. If this were real life and you found that gun, you could use it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's someone there.
But it's all stat
There's
based.
just someone there. Watch out.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Run.
He's only level 1 though. Oh, but you can't use your gun. 'cause this
Can
game's
I
stupid.
punch him?
Well, he's got a. I wouldn't because he's got a thing.
He's got a sickle. Okay. How do I punch? There it is. Okay.
Okay, just
Oh, great.
punch that zombie and
No,
get his.
somebody's shooting at me.
You're
Who's
gonna
shooting
die.
at me?
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not. Scorched is done.
Okay, take his. Who's
Oh,
this
some-
dude?
Take.
Get him with your machete.
Okay. And now I want to take that weapon, and see now it's all taken. Okay, equip it. Here we go. You are so done. Shooting, son of a bitch. Where are you? There you are.
Lee Joe's. I don't. What bet are you talking about? I can't remember. What Avengers bet?
Was it Hugh Jackman in the?
It sounds like something I would probably bet on. Yeah. Did I bet that Hugh Jackman won't be in the Avengers movie? Because I would bet that. Yeah, I would bet he won't be in the movie because he can't legally.
What do you mean legally?
Because it's not. It's still Disney doesn't own Fox yet. That's not going to happen for another year.
Right.
First of all, but like
I don't think they'd release that info right now.
What do you mean?
I don't think they would release the. I think they'd want it to be a surprise.
Yeah, but it's not. They're not going to be able to start using those characters right away. They're not just going to shoehorn in Wolverine into the Avengers. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Unless it's some alternate universe thing. And
It's,
they go
I think it's
dimension
amazing
hopping
that
with the Infinity
somebody
Gauntlet.
said that Hugh Jackman's going to have an announcement, and that's all that we can think about, right?
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would say his
Is
announcement.
Is
would
that
be-
true though? Is that true for sure?
I don't know. His announcement might be that Wolverine will eventually be coming to the MCU. I don't think it'll happen as soon as the next Avengers movie that comes out in 6 months. It's not going to happen right away.
Right. And why would they reveal that now?
Yeah.
They would. That would be a surprise.
only way you could
That's
have
all
him-
you can think about. That's all I can
The
think about.
only
Is
way
that
you
what
could
everybody
put,
can
the
think
only way
about
you
right
could
now?
put Wolverine or any of the X-Men into the next Avengers movie is if
Yeah.
with the Infinity Gauntlet they go to like different realities and alternate dimensions and stuff, and they
Oh, cool. See, you're
meet,
thinking about it.
that's the only way you could do it, and that would be kind of dumb.
That's a good idea.
No, that'd be kind of dumb. It would undermine the seriousness of what happened in the last.
Maybe they're doing Maybe they're doing a Deadpool and.
Maybe yeah.
that-
That's
that
more
Wolverine
likely. That's more
movie.
likely. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Or maybe Wolverine's in Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah. That's
and-
all. All of that is way more likely than Avengers.
Or maybe he's saying that he's going to be the new Professor X.
The Today Show, is that ABC?
Today's show is NBC.
Yeah, so if it's not ABC, it's not going to be a Disney related thing.
Wow,
guys.
look at you, man. You're like doing the Zapruder film on this.
Oh, you got her. You killed
Damn
that zombie.
right.
You will loot her first.
Well, I got another guy. He's shooting at me. He's a terrible shot, but Oh man, I am
Dude, good.
killing
You're like
folks.
Dirty Harry with that 6-shooter. It's pretty good.
All right, somebody else is shooting.
Oh my god, there's more zombies. I feel like these are the low-level things that they put around here just for you to like
Of course.
get the stuff you need.
Okay, come on, guys. Can't we all just get along?
Run away!
Stim pack me. What the? Come on! How do I stim pack? Somebody help me.
Bradley Groot, what third-party games would you like on the
Come on, you
N64
son of a
Classic?
bitch.
Everything by Rare, but that won't happen.
Fuck you. Oh! Stop
guy-
chasing me, you ass. There, okay, I got him.
That guy looks like Darth Maul.
Okay. How do I heal myself?
There was a stim pack there.
I
in your
have them
thing.
right there.
We'll go to it.
Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. All right.
It's on your
I kept
D-
pressing the heart
press
button.
right on the D-pad.
I got him right in the head. I kept pressing the. Okay, here we go. Is this just like watching Ninja, guys? Is it pretty much just like watching Ninja? Am I kind of Ninja for
Did you
Fallout?
use your stim pack though?
I used it. My health went back up.
Oh, okay.
I'm slightly hurt though. Am I the ninja of Fallout?
You're my ninja.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Lee Joe says, Blake, $5 Logan is an Avengers Part 2. I say yes, you say no. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Dude, don't shoot at me, Izzy. I am dirty Vic. I will
Come on,
at you.
Izzy.
What is this? Okay, took everything.
You got to make Izzy dizzy.
F that guy, taking everything off my scorcher. Look
Oh,
at
did he
that
come
toilet.
and loot your dude that you killed?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, everybody, turn away. I gotta use this. Okay, don't look. Come on, I can't poop if you're all looking at me.
I can't wait for Cyberpunk
Okay.
2077 because
Okay.
you'll be able to do stuff like that.
Right. Oh no, I'm stuck in the door. Oh no.
Okay, let's time it. How long did it take before we found a glitch?
No, I'm out. Phew! I thought that was it. I thought that was the end of my
It's a
Fallout
Bethesda
76.
game. I'm surprised it took
Come
us that long
on.
to find a glitch.
Listen, Bethesda rules. Ease
They
up
rule
on all of that.
making glitches is what
Oh,
they
come
rule
on,
at.
Come on.
Look, I like Bethesda games.
Empty blood sack. I was
Part of the
looking
reason
for
why I
one of
get so
those.
mad about the unplayability of them is because I enjoy them so much
Because
until
they're
they
amazing.
become
Wait,
unplayable.
got some mines, got a granulated cylinder. I want some cat meat. And
gonna get
cotton,
weighed down.
some cotton yarn.
You're gonna get weighed
Eat to
down.
prevent starvation. Oh, what's this? I'm gonna read my message to Sammy. Take it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we are going over here. Can I eat this pumpkin? I'm gonna take this giant pumpkin and start walking around with my pumpkin.
Vic, what is your game of the year? You're not ready
I'm
for
not
that
revealing that right now. Come on.
yet. It's gonna be Spider-Man.
And honestly, I'm still.
calling it. It's gonna be
I'm
Spider-Man.
still thinking about stuff.
I bet you it's gonna be
figuring
Spider-Man.
it out.
It's gonna be Spider-Man.
No comment. Okay, they got this blooming effect down, eh? All right. Somebody's shooting at me.
People are saying the PS4 version of Red Dead Online is working, but the Xbox One version isn't.
Oh, that sucks.
Those are the kind of glitches I don't have a problem with. It's a giant game, of course there's going to be problems. That's a forgivable glitch.
Did you beat the campaign?
In what?
Red Dead?
No. I was too bored.
Were you getting bored?
I got bored. I was like, nah, nope.
It sure asks a lot of your time, doesn't it?
That map should be 1/10 the size, and
Yeah,
everything should be closer together. Why does the map need to be so big?
I've been riding around the map of Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2,
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
yeah. Like, but why does?
Oh, there was pre-war money? Oh, hello.
That's why I'm excited for Cyberpunk, because I know the map isn't as big.
It's a
as,
city.
Yeah, it's just one city. It's
Yeah.
not like a million different things.
Got my mutt fruit.
Like I was saying about a
I don't-
remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. Like
I don't know what that guy was saying, but I talked to him.
I want an open world game that's really small, like
Right.
really small and really detailed.
That's a cool idea.
Like give me an open world game that takes place in like 5 square blocks.
And with a million people in it.
Yeah, that's really condensed, but like I want everything to be like I don't want any randomly generated NPCs. I want every person to be a character with a name and a thing that they do.
So all of your interactions with everybody be like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Just trying to get to excuse me, pardon me.
Instead of making an open world that's really big, make one that's really small and really, really detailed.
Okay. We're getting close to an objective marker.
Oh, it's 84 meters away.
1 second here. I'm going to eat something. Aid. I'm going to eat some mutt fruit.
Jordan Cunningham comment, I really hope they make an Undead Nightmare expansion for Red Dead Redemption 2. I predict there won't be any single-player DLC for that game. It's all going to be Red Dead Online.
You think?
Yeah, same with GTA 5. There hasn't been a shred of single-player content.
Yeah, but I think they might have been thinking differently, particularly once you get to the end of the game, which I'm not going to spoil.
Okay. I haven't played it to the end, but if I had to guess, I would say they're gonna throw everything into Red Dead Online.
All right, I got here. Goodbye, rat. How do I
It's an
activate
opossum.
VATS? What is it? There it is.
But how is that VATS?
I don't know. It just lights them up.
It's kind of stupid.
Possum.
That's the coolest thing about VATS is that everything stops.
Come on. You're just complaining. Come on, let's give it a second, okay? Let this game wash over you a little bit. All right, what's happening here?
Can you ring that bell?
Let's try. I'll get a robot. Yeah, they wouldn't put a bell in there unless you could ring it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Combination.
Oh, that's a good point. Christoph Jagai is saying Bully. Yeah, Bully was kind of like what I'm talking about. It was an open world, but it was relatively small because it was just like one school, basically.
Yeah, that was an amazing game. Okay, so we're here. We're at objective.
That looks dangerous.
So what am I trying to do? Get some disease cure. Okay, I got some stuff. Oh! You
mole rat. But how does the VATS help?
I don't know. I think it just auto-targets the thing.
Okay.
That is cool. Is that where I wanted to go? I'm out of bullets. But it still has bullets in the thing.
Sam I Am is saying Shenmue is kind of like what I'm describing. Yeah. It's more like what I'm thinking Cyberpunk is going to be. Whether Cyberpunk is going to be what I'm anticipating or not, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But like, think of like Judge Dredd, like the last Judge Dredd movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that big apartment block that they're in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, make that a game.
That was
great. And it's an open world, but it's just a building.
I don't know what just happened there. I was like, there's bottles in there, but you can't see them.
GTA 4. Tyler Fisher wants a remaster of GTA 4. Why 4?
With Hugh Jackman?
With Hugh Jackman. 4? Hasn't Rockstar admitted that 4 was kind of eh? I think I've read interviews with them where they admit that they went too dark with that game. And too boring.
Oh, is that? Okay, that's a town. Okay, so there's a town. Okay, so there's another thing over this way. Let's go to that objective. This feels like Fallout. Feels kind of cool. It doesn't look amazing, but it feels like the game I know. What's in here, guys?
Tyler Fisher saying Grand Theft Auto 4 is amazing as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you can't find it amazing, but...
Well, they're expecting the thing I hate about Grand Theft Auto 4.
For me, GTA 5
Don't leave them hanging, buddy. Get the hate out.
I don't hate GTA 4. I mean, I just think GTA 5 is a much better game. I think GTA 5 is the perfect balance between being serious and realistic, but also zany and fun. Because with San Andreas, with the GTA 3 games, they did 3 Vice City and San Andreas, and with each one they get a bit bigger and a bit sillier.
Mm-hmm.
So with GTA 4, they made a conscious effort to step back and be really, really realistic. But I think they went too far in that direction, and with GTA 5, they got it perfectly.
Oh.
GTA 5 is a perfect balance in that game.
All right.
That's one of the reasons I was so disappointed with Red Dead Redemption 2, is that it's like, well, didn't you guys learn from what you just did with GTA 5? Like, why is this so boring?
Oh, I see. My action points are going down. It's... Oh, man, come on. It sure is choppy, eh? I don't know if it's the lag coming out of the Setup, or is that the game?
I'm not sure. I mean, it might just be that it's Bethesda game.
Come on!
It always takes a hit a bit when we... But you shouldn't be getting lag on your screen, though. The stream might be a bit behind.
Right.
But...
This looks a bit better.
Yeah, it might just be the streaming that we're doing. Is it supposed to be 60 frames per second?
No.
This game? It's supposed to be 30?
Yeah.
That's probably what you're thinking of then.
I don't think any of the Fallout games have been 60 frames a second, have they?
What's that? I don't know, on the PC maybe. At 60.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, why
Find
couldn't
the
they? I mean,
overseer's
it's
camp.
not like there's a lot to render, I mean.
Okay, so here we go. Yeah. It's the whole world.
But I mean, I don't want to complain anymore. It's just, it doesn't look as good as other games.
No, it doesn't. It looks dated, for sure.
It does. They should build a new engine.
I'm sure that's what they're doing for, what's the space game that they're building there?
For Starlink? Or no, what?
Star Child?
Starness.
Duct tape? No. Iguana on a stick. Yes, and
Do it.
purified water.
Some iguana.
Did I get it? Yes. Okay. All right. So we are 40 meters from the camp. We're almost there, guys.
You're on
There it is. Challenge complete. Level it up.
Is this
Like
your
a
camp?
mofo. Yeah.
Nice.
All
So do you have to, like, when you approach your camp, is it like Red Dead where you have to like walk really slow once you get into your camp, and then you have to be stopped by people wanting to like dance?
In Red Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's so annoying in Red Dead. Like, I just want to get a mission and they're like, "Hey, Arthur, come dance with us." Like, no, I'm doing a mission.
Okay, so I'm gonna rest for a little bit. This doesn't seem safe.
Well, that's why you got to craft defenses and.
Slowly heals me. Okay, rest long enough to gain a bonus effect. I've got that little red titch there. I don't know how to get rid of that.
That's because of radiation, so I think you need to take like something that irradiates you.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because if you eat like radiated meat, it'll make your health go up, but it'll make your radiation go up as well. So
Gotcha.
you gotta.
My purified water.
I'm not sure if purified water takes your rad level down. Well, rad X, that does it. Or no.
Right
Does it?
away.
Yeah, that does it. Yeah, see, it went away. But you might not have wanted to use it because you didn't have a lot.
That's okay. Testing
See,
out
I
the
like
systems.
the Fallout games. I know the Fallout games. I like them. The reason I was so mad about Fallout 4 is
got
because I
so
enjoyed
far,
the
yeah.
game so much,
Yeah.
and then it was like stabbing me right in the heart.
Yep. I get it. It's kind of my frustrations with Darksiders today,
Yeah.
right?
But no, with Darksiders, it's worse because get all the way to the end of Darksiders and then not be able to finish it.
Right, yeah. That's crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I going to craft? Can I craft some armor? Let's see.
Bradley Groot has a question.
Oh, my Patriot Vault Boy. Should we do it?
Do it.
All right, here we go.
Bradley Groot is saying, if you could have Red Dead level production quality in any other game franchise, what would you pick?
Oh, that's a great one.
I think it'd be really cool to have like a Star Trek game, like a third-person Star Trek game that's really detailed and intricate.
I mean, I definitely thought about a sci-fi experience from Rockstar. Would just be great.
Yeah. A Star Trek game from Rockstar would be cool.
In terms of a license thing, do I want to do that? Sure, why not? I don't know. Rockstar, I mean, they've done the Warriors.
Yeah.
And they've done the modern day stuff, so it would have to be some kind of sci-fi thing or some kind of
Make a new body harvest.
Or a fantasy game would be pretty rad too. Like they've always said that they don't want to do that. They always want it to be super realistic, and not have dragons and elves and things like that. But wouldn't a dragon and elf type of game where you have magic and special effects?
Yeah,
from
that's
Rockstar
Dragon Age.
Yeah, but from Rockstar with that level of. I mean, they make RPGs. They just don't go into that direction.
Yeah, I think a sci-fi game from Rockstar would be cool. Make a new
body
harvest.
Like a realistic one.
Yeah, make a new body harvest.
Like one that uses real science to kind of extrapolate where we might be in 50 years.
Or sure, yeah, I don't know.
That'd be amazing.
I guess that's what Cyberpunk's going to be.
That'd be incredible.
We should wait for Cyberpunk before we ask for
Okay, so what do we have to do? I'm here. Craft a weapon. Okay. So my crafting bench is here. That's my weapons. Okay, let's craft a weapon. Okay. So this is showing me these systems. Okay. I want to do a...
this is something I never dug in Fallout 4 was the crafting.
Right.
I'm not a big I never craft in games. It's not my thing.
Yeah, they really double down on this as part of the game action, right?
Yeah,
like
because
as
they
part
want to
of
be
the...
Fortnite.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you got an achievement.
Yeah.
Nice. Craft that weapon.
Make some throwing knives.
Jordan Cunningham says just bought Injustice 2 on PSN for $24.
Nice. Incredible game.
It's pretty good. Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be out soon.
Okay. Exit.
So what are you doing? What are you crafting exactly? You're just making new gun parts?
Yep. They want me to. They want me to see some stuff here. Oh, what am I doing? Now I gotta go find
the overseer. And
okay, so here we go. Let's go to the weapons. I actually like what I have. And so nothing. Oh, my apparel. That's right. Nothing. Slows down. Can I wear leather on top of it? I can. Why did I make 2 leather left arms? Okay.
We'll keep one, and then you can...
Can I...
Why would the arm be different? If it's a glove, yeah, but an arm? That should be the same.
Do I have any perks? Nope, not yet. Okay. All right. I won't stand out, right? This is basically camouflage. So we're good. Okay. And my weapon, I want to have my gun ready to rock. Where is it?
Paul Adamson says, this feels very much like Fallout 4 to me, not feeling what the hate was all about.
I think we haven't encountered any of the bugs yet.
Yeah, I, from what I've heard, like people were losing their save data, which is, I mean, like you had with Darksiders 3, it's very frustrating when that happens.
How do I put the gun away?
Just stop aiming.
Oh, there it is. Oh.
Remember how good Breath of the Wild was?
Yeah.
Remember how easy it was to learn the mechanics? You just did stuff and it just felt right.
I think mechanics are pretty cool here. It just takes a while to get it, you know? Just like all the Fallout games. There's a lot going on.
Are they as cool as those 2D bushes that you're running through?
Oh, come on.
They look a sprite. It's like the N64.
The thing I hate about 2D bushes...
Well, 2D bushes are fine on the N64.
Hey, here's some soot flowers. Is that a shark? What is that? Oh,
it's a thing in the water. Okay. There's a building over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the... where's the building?
On your right. Keep going. Yeah, it's like
okay,
houses
a little
and
town. Okay. I'm trying to find the overseer.
Yeah, it's that little blitz there. First Contact. Didn't Bethesda published a Star Trek game? What was that game called? Star Trek Legacy or something?
Okay.
It had all the different ships in it. Kind of sucked, but...
Yeah. Has there been an amazing one?
Like a really good Star Trek game?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Star Trek Online is cool because you can pilot ships and run around.
Do you
in
play
third
that?
person. I played it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a really good one. Star Trek is so complicated right now with the rights.
Right.
Because the rights are split up between CBS and Paramount, which are 2 different entities right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason why Star Trek Discovery looks so different from...
That fox, I just shot at him.
Why are you shooting the fox? He wasn't bothering you.
Well, he's coming at me.
No, he wasn't.
Got him.
Why'd you have to kill the fox?
Don't drink. Why did I don't know. Don't hate, man.
So, okay, how does this work? Like, the world you're in, it's not a massive...
No,
it's not like everybody is in it, right?
25 per server or something like that.
Okay, so it's kind of like GTA Online. It's just a big map, but they
Yeah.
drop like a few dozen people in at once.
Yeah, it feels very much like Fallout 4 right now.
And you can meet your friends and join their world.
Yes, exactly.
presumably. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay, so I did radio. Let's activate the radio. It would be music, I guess. Boiled water, we can take that.
Oh, Star Trek Bridge Crew. Yeah, I haven't played that because I don't have a VR headset. Apparently, that's really good though. Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Should we do some curls? Take a 160-pound barbell.
Paul Adamson is saying the hate he was talking about was from before the game launched, surrounding the multiplayer.
Right.
Yeah, there were a lot of people bitching about like the mechanics and stuff before the game even came out. And
This
it's
is,
like, well,
I've already been here.
he's 83 meters ahead in front of you.
Can I climb up there? No.
Just go down.
Does feel a little choppy. How's it looking to you guys?
It looks choppier on the stream than on the. But I think that might be your iPad. If it looks choppy there, then that's the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks okay.
On the
Level 3.
iPad it's choppy, but I'm looking at the stream on my computer over there and it looks better. So I don't
Okay.
know.
All right.
I'm not sure. I mean,
So I can upgrade. So let's give myself a perk.
Adrian Leon is saying don't go in the water because it irradiates you. When you You need Gordon Freeman's EV suit, like in Half-Life, to combat the radiation.
Okay, here we go. So now I'm very close to finding the overseer.
It's on the computer. Oh.
Play.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwood. My God. There's no one here.
I don't hear anything.
Tavern, the church.
Bradley Groot is saying the frame rate looks very cinematic.
Okay, all right.
Because you know some game developers say that they lower the frame rate to be more cinematic.
Right.
versus the-
So 24 frames a second.
yeah. This new game is 12 frames per second because we wanted it to look cinematic.
Okay, register as a volunteer. That's what I gotta go do.
And its voice.
Question
I
from
can't
Jordan
hear
Cunningham.
the voice. I don't know if you guys can.
Maybe I might have here. Go press pause. Go to the settings again.
Beyond anything we expected.
Can you like
And we
menu?
expected
Yeah.
a
Go
lot.
to settings.
Everything takes a little bit of time in this.
Go to audio. I might have turned. Oh yeah. See, I think. Yeah, I might have turned radio down
Looks like
Okay.
they were made of firefighters,
because I thought that was like music radio,
emergency
but
medical staff.
that maybe
Have
that's
an
what you're listening to.
automated system to teach people about
Doesn't seem to be
drinking
changing
water,
anything.
food, survival.
But maybe that's what you need to have up to hear the thing you're
Okay.
trying to hear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, it takes forever to.
Even worse than we imagined, but
Okay.
Jordan Cunningham is asking, "Hey Vic, did you see that video of the guy trying to return Fallout 76 to GameStop, but they refuse?"
I did.
Yeah, don't freak out, but like, yeah, you should never freak out, especially not at
That was
employees.
terrible. Yeah.
But I do think that you should be able to return games if they're glitchy and don't work. Like even digital games.
He could, but he couldn't. He couldn't. Oh, I see.
But yeah, don't take it out on the employees.
He only got a credit or something like that for he couldn't. There was something wrong, like he couldn't get his money back,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
flipped
that's
out.
not. Yeah, you don't take it out on the people who work there. Like they don't make those policies.
The guy was so calm too. The guy that was on the phone, he just saw all that carnage, and then he just talked like it was just like nothing was going on. It was amazing. Okay, so everybody's dead. So good job, Overseer.
Overseer lady said more.
Oh, the robot's still alive.
Yeah, and I can hear it. It's a volunteer bot. Interact.
It sure is great.
People are talking about Tim Allen in the chat for some reason. Maybe because the guy looks like Buzz Lightyear.
Okay. Raider Corps, thank you. I mean, look at all the cool stuff the Raider Corps has got on. Looks like Boba Fett. I want some of that stuff.
Can't you just take his clothes and wear them?
Diagnostic terminal. Speak with Dasa Ben Ami
Says
or
access
register.
denied. You can't get in there.
Okay. There's more crafting here. I can hear some gunfire out there. There he is. Okay, survivor story, pre-war money. Register as a volunteer. Where do I have to go? 28 meters.
Jordan Cunningham says, I hear some people are getting angry because they bought Fallout 76 early and then Bethesda cut the price.
Oh, that's a big problem.
Yeah,
too.
I hate it
it's
when
half
they do
price.
that.
It's
Yeah.
half price now.
Yeah, that's not good. They should give some kind of, if not a discount or a refund, but some kind of in-game incentive. Okay, so you saw that, right?
What?
The pop-in on the texture on the...
Yeah, I'm seeing that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool. Like, it's 2018, guys.
Okay, now what do I do?
It's every Bethesda game has that kind of thing. It's not good.
Where's the throwing knife? Okay, there it is. Okay. Item reward. Okay, got all that stuff. Cool. First things first. I like that I'm just getting jumped right into mission after mission. I mean, it's keeping me on my toes. It's not like I'm just sitting around. You know?
It's not like you have to ride on a horse from one end of the map to the other to get next.
Let's go see what the map looks like right now. Hey, it's nighttime. We can look at the stars. Hey, it's so beautiful. It is beautiful. But holy crap, after 40 hours of beautiful, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's trees and water. Great.
Okay, what do I do here? Check in here. Locate Kesha McDermott. Well, like, optional. Search for her location in the system. Okay. So can I? Oh,
Are you-
there's a people directory. Here we go.
You registered, right?
Yep, I'm a volunteer.
So that means you could use that other computer now? Remember that other computer you tried to access and it said
Yeah.
access denied? You could probably access it now.
Okay, so search for Kesha along the nearby river. So it told me where she is. I heard some cow.
Oh, there's a
coming
thing
through
on
here.
your map now. There's a diamond on the...
This is cool. This is the where I was before.
I will continue to record stories of survivors when I can.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance required.
Energy ammo, healing. I can't craft any of this stuff. Okay, that's cool.
Jordan Cunningham says, this game is especially bad even for a Bethesda game.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
But do
go.
you see it, what I mean? Everybody has to qualify that when they talk about Bethesda games. Like, well, it's a Bethesda game. Of course it's going to not run good. So why do every one of their games
No,
get 10 out of
everybody's
10?
dead. Everybody's dead. This is not getting 10 out of 10, this game.
So Kesha is
There's a bone saw. We'll take that
Do
bone
it.
saw.
chop up some bones.
Okay, let's go along the river.
You see the thing on your...
But don't go in the water as per Adrian Leon's suggestion. Okay, here we go. Oh, choppy, choppy. There you are.
Oh, she's dead.
Okay. Whoa. Collect water by walking up to the river well and pressing X when prompted. Okay.
Tyler Fisher's saying other people can loot things ahead of you, so it makes places seem empty.
Okay, come on. Am I collecting? You are parched. Drink to avoid.
But you have purified water in your inventory, though.
Okay. Test a sample of water from Flatwood's water pumps. Okay, so let's go
After the bombs, everything
up here.
chaotic. Scavenging for food.
You have
I
water, though,
hear
in
some
your...
shooting.
Rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around.
Oh, that's cool.
I found a couple
So where are we on the map? Let's see. Oh, no, it's not the map. Let's see. So we are in Flatwoods, right around in here.
That's a good question. Nintendo Boy says, "What's
This
the
is
most
cool.
embarrassing microtransaction you bought?"
Oh, I'm getting shot at. Or getting. I haven't really. I don't really buy too much. Like I bought the Batmobile in the car soccer game. What's that called? The Rocket League.
What would
That
be
was
mine?
pretty cool.
I mean, I've bought. I mean, I guess I haven't bought that many. Yeah.
You know what? I guess this is kind of embarrassing, but I love the game. In Lego Dimensions, I ended up buying a lot of characters I don't know at all. Like all the, what are they start with the CH? Chromas. I can't remember. Bought a lot of those. And some Ninjago characters that I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So we're here.
I guess mine would be like spending an obscene amount of real life money to buy a yacht in GTA Online.
Did you?
Yeah. It's like, I want a yacht. I can land my helicopter on it.
Okay, so water is contaminated, dirty water added. Okay, analyze the water by testing kits in Kesha's lab. Okay, let's go to Kesha's lab.
Game Freak 84.
They had to pay Kesha to put her into this game.
Yeah.
Because that is not a normal, that's not a name you hear often. Okay, so 94, here we go.
Game Freak 84 says, I love Bethesda, but this game is just embarrassing. Trying to get the game out before the holidays, the QA is just not there. They should have called it a beta. To say this is a beta.
I mean,
the final version's not
guys,
out
it
until
was
next year.
weird that it wasn't playable at all at E3, and it wasn't playable at all at Gamescom.
Yeah.
Those were all kind of warning signs with this title, you know?
They're a private company, right? They're not...
No, I think they're public.
Are they really?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Because they have a lot of big projects on the way. Like at the last E3, they announced a lot of things.
Starfield.
Like Starfield and
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls. But those games are all like 5 years away at the earliest.
No, we're going to see 2020 will be Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay. No, I don't know. 2020, maybe
I think so.
a little later.
I think so, because Starfield's
It just feels like they're a big company and they don't have any big games coming out imminently. They don't have like a big game coming out that'll give them a steady stream of revenue, you know. So it feels like maybe they rushed this out to have a big game this year, maybe.
Okay, so completed. I did all that. First things first, boil water using the dirty water and wood fuel. Okay, where do I do that?
Sam IM111 says, in answer to the embarrassing microtransaction question, horse armor.
You did do the horse armor?
And what was that? What's that?
Skyrim.
Skyrim, yeah.
Or it would have been, I think it was Skyrim.
Or no, can you do that in an Assassin's Creed game as well? You could buy like you could buy like a unicorn.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you guys know, like I gotta move on to the next game. I don't stick in these games for long enough to get DLC. You get me with the Batmans though, and I've spent money on Lego characters and basically if it's got superheroes in it, I usually end up sort of augmenting my roster. I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite enough though to plunk down money on that DLC.
Did you get the power armor yet? Because I put this toy out.
That's cool. No, I do not have the power armor.
Is it like an amiibo? Does this unlock stuff in the game?
It should, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to
no, I'm gonna knock him over.
put the
Oh no.
boil water using. Yeah, you have good luck standing that
Okay,
up
I'll
against.
slay him down.
Dirty water utility. No, prepared. No.
Pumpkin soup.
What do I do? I'm crafting
Oh, the horse armor is in Oblivion.
Oblivion. Yeah, the fourth one.
But did that have microtransactions?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Dirty water and wood fuel. Okay, none of this.
Tyler Fisher says the latest Game Informer says that DC Supervillains is probably the very best Lego game of all time. Thus, so far.
Who says?
Tyler Fisher says that Game Informer says that. Yeah, I mean.
I'm stuck in the game currently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When's it come out?
It's out. It came out last month.
Oh. Oh yeah, we played it.
Yeah. Actually, was it this month? It came out recently. But yeah, Ruby and I got stuck, and I was like, okay, this is frustrating. It's always amazing when you get stuck in a kid's game.
It doesn't surprise me that it would be a DC game because it's Lego games or Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a Disney one, licensed one, then it's like maybe they don't care as much.
I don't know, man. The Marvel stuff has been great.
But like if they're gonna give 110%, it's gonna be on one of their own things.
Well,
I
this
would
one,
imagine.
the one thing about the Lego DC Supervillains is that it is a very different idea. Is this guy coming to kill me? Come on.
Oh my God, you can have people do that when you're crafting. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid. See, how is VATS even working on that? Like,
I don't know.
He can
but
still
he's
come
dead.
at you. Like,
So, I don't know what to do. This is like if I go to crafting, boil water using dirty water and wood fuel. Now, do I
okay,
have the dirty
so you're
water?
trying to boil.
boil water.
You're
in
trying to
my
use wood
crafting.
fuel and dirty water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh, I see. Boiled water. Got you. That's it. I just had to click on that. Okay, done. All right. Check in with the self-serve kiosk. Okay, so I'm going back to the. I don't want to. Okay, exit. All right. So you have to press cancel and then A. So B A. Okay. Check in with self-serve kiosk. 30 meters away. It's over here. Right over there. It's definitely like a singular solo Fallout experience so far. Okay, so I'm here, self-serve kiosk.
Oh, Bo is using the emojis.
Cool.
Thank you for being a member, Bo.
Hello, Bo. Okay. Don't provoke the cows. Okay, what? No, I don't want this. What do I want? Self-serve kiosk. Must be this.
It's quite self-serving of you, Vic.
Okay, what am I doing? Check in with the self-serve kiosk. Okay. All right, I did it. I reached level 4. Okay. Okay, here we go. I completed that quest. Now we're a level 4 badass, and I have some pipe guns and a bunch of stuff. And now I can fast travel to events from my map. Okay. Is that what it's going to ask me to do?
What is AP again?
Action points.
Ah. Level 4 already? Look at
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so we want to put another perk on. I want to open it. Oh, I got some perk cards. Is this where they make their money?
Oh, cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you said cards, I was like, oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Susie turned vegetarian but thought it was a missed steak. Oh, the funnies. Okay, so they have gum and a little joke inside of their
Okay,
card
okay.
packs.
That's kind of cool.
That's cool, right?
It's kind of. But can you buy these card packs with real life money?
I don't know.
Is there micro? There has to be microtransactions. In this
What do I want, guys? I think we'll do endurance. Give myself some health. Iron stomach, lead belly. There we go. Dromedary. Okay.
How do the microtransactions work in this?
I don't know.
I'm googling it. Oh yeah, so players can purchase atoms, which can be used to buy cosmetic items. Okay, so you can only buy cosmetic stuff. That's good.
Okay.
But still, if the way that the cosmetic items are doled out is through a randomized mechanics, then that's not good.
So we've been playing for an hour?
Yeah. Oh, we got a new member, Bradley
Wow,
Groot. We got
Bradley
2 members
Groot.
today.
Thank you, buddy.
We got Bradley Groot
That is
and
awesome.
JJ Harley Quinn.
Okay, it says I can find Delbert Winters in Flatwoods.
52 meters away. Do you see the thing?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of information on this screen. A lot of systems. I don't know how anybody could play this game if they'd never played a Fallout game before.
How long did you want to play for, Vic?
I think we're going to find Delbert, and that's going to be it here. I predict Delbert will not be healthy.
Oh yeah, everyone's dead that you go and find.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another computer
Oh,
thing.
yeah, it's going to tell me the people finder, right?
Oh, that's dumb.
Well,
How many of these computers are you gonna look at? Like
Delbert. Where's Delbert? Right, Delbert Winters. There you go. Okay. Okay. He's in his house. Okay, where's his house? 58 meters away. Here we go.
What mascots would you like to see have their own game? Didn't the Burger King mascot get a game?
Yeah, those were very clever. I mean, they weren't great games, but it was super clever marketing. In terms of what, like company,
Like,
corporate
yeah, I guess
mascots,
like a real,
or
like, yeah, like have
or-
a sport team mascot in a game. The Michelin tire man.
that'd be pretty funny. The gecko from
Oh yeah,
Gecko
yeah,
Insurance.
yeah.
Okay.
Ronald McDonald. There's Ronald McDonald. games.
There is a game sort of with all of those advertisements
Oh yeah.
fused. I mean, no, there should in that idea. There is a
yeah.
game idea in there.
They
Maybe
all, like,
some
fight
kind of
each other.
Smash
Brothers. Yeah.
with classic brands like the Alka-Seltzer Kid and all kinds of other
None
things.
of those companies would go for it.
No. The who's the beef grandma or where's the beef grandma?
The Taco Bell dog.
Yeah. Okay. Search for training instructions around Delbert's house. Okay, here we go. Volunteer training. Okay. Comfort food. Get some wood for fuel. I have some wood, don't I?
Tony the Tiger should get a sports game.
Yeah. Cook a ribeye steak. Okay, we're good.
Are we done?
That's a taste of Fallout 76.
It's definitely a Fallout game.
It definitely is. I'm going to be playing a little bit more Darksiders 3 before I get deeper into this game. But
Okay, bye everyone.
I didn't have a bad time playing this. It was pretty fun.
It's a Fallout game.
It's a kind of a slow onboarding, but it was pretty cool. I did encounter some people. We didn't shoot at each other. We tried to communicate. It was a little clunky. All of it was a little clunky, but it was all working. And I intend to play a little bit more of this. Thank you, everybody. We are going to be back. I'm not needed to do the hosting stuff that I've got to do with the Pitch and Play event this week until Thursday. So we're going to be back tomorrow with an EP live. So please come back for that. Blake and I will figure out what we will be talking about in the show, and we'll let you guys know tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter. EP Daily TV is our Twitter account for the show, and I'm Victor_Lucas. Don't follow Blake. He said don't follow him. But thank you all for watching. Remember, we produce a ton of content. We have a lot of material in our back catalog, so there's lots to enjoy. If you do enjoy our stuff, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that little bell. We've got merch like our kick-ass Espresso Playground coffee available through the landing page at epn.tv/merch. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, and play forever.